This stone bears witness to the journey of the last 40 years of the Agricultural Development Trust, Baramati. This is a rain shadow area after the Sahyadri Ranges. Even after the Neera left canal of Bhatgar Dam was built, only 1/3 of areas of Baramati came under irrigation, and 2/3 of the areas remained completely dry. Because of the famine calamity, farmers from the dry area were facing a heart-rending situation year after year. In this situation, an educated son of a farmer who had recently entered the field of social service decided to work out a concrete and long-lasting solution to this critical issue of water scarcity. If the scanty rainwater is blocked and contained, it will infiltrate the land and can be used for agriculture. He came up with this idea of percolation tank through continuous brainstorming and varied efforts. During this period, 2 Australian ladies were helping famine-stricken people with free food grains as part of their humanitarian work. This youngster proposed a plan to the Australian ladies that instead of giving free charity, it will be more beneficial that people are given this percolation tank building work, both as a means to overcoming challenges of the drought situation and then giving them food in return for their contributions. With this percolation tanks movement started under the Food for Work scheme, thousands of acres of land came under irrigation and crops started grazing the farms. After practically seeing the impossible turn into the possible, this scheme was accepted at government level and the Food for Work scheme was spread all over Maharashtra. The extraordinary young man who started the percolation tanks movement in those drought-prone areas in 1966 became an agriculture minister of Maharashtra and revolutionized food grains production by starting the era of hybrid. Mr. Sharad Pawar was endeavoring for increased participation of farmers and common people in the progress of drought-prone areas in terms of agriculture through the planned execution of many such schemes as percolation tanks. With this belief, he founded Agricultural Development Trust, Baramati, with the 2 Australian ladies and 7 farmer colleagues from Baramati on 22nd June 1971. Within the first phase from 1968 to 1974, Trust availed facilities of boring and blasting unit on no-profit, no-loss basis to dig the wells. It also made available pumps and oil engines. In drought-prone areas, fully equipped mobile dispensaries rendered free medical treatments and dispensed essential medicines to the sick. Dairy animals from remote areas were also served with the health facilities. In 1975, Trust's president, Mr. Sharad Pawar, due to his increasing political responsibilities, handed over the responsibility of Trust chairmanship to Mr. Appasaheb Pawar, who was well aware of social issues and was fond of social work. He had a vast experience of agriculture and allied businesses and had done highly reputed work in the sugar industry. Founder President Mr. Sharad Pawar sowed the seeds of the Trust, and Trust's chairman, Honorable Truly Appasaheb Pawar, wholeheartedly took the responsibility of Trust's progress and began his work. Mr. Ganapat Rao Pawar and his brothers graciously donated their 45 acres of land in Malegaon to Trust free of cost. The Trust planned to build an ideal demonstration farm on the same, creating an awareness amongst farmers about science and technology in farming was the aim behind. In 1982, with the perspective of optimum usage of available water for farming, Trust brought up the drip irrigation method from Israel to India for the very first time, and thereafter it was adopted successfully throughout the nation. Following the principle of seeing is believing, the Trust organized educational visits in and out of the country, field trips, seminars, trainings, and workshops, etc. Along with this, Trust started trainings in allied occupations like dairy, poultry, sericulture, etc. to improve the financial condition of the farmers. The work done by Agriculture Development Trust Baramati impressed many eminent and famous personalities from India and abroad. They gave their valuable guidance during their visits to the Malegaon farm. With the realization that an educated woman transforms the destiny of her entire family, the foundation of an educational complex was laid down at Shardanagar on an open wasteland. More than 6,000 girls are getting their education on this campus, from primary up to graduation. Particularly through the Earn and Learn initiative, many girls from poor families are standing stout on their own feet. With the aim of delivering the research done by the Agricultural University to farmers, the Trust established the Krishi Vigyan Kendra with the help of the central government in July 1992. Through this initiative, free trainings are imparted to farmers and their family members. With these consistent efforts put up by the Trust, earlier irrigated areas of 50,000 acres have now increased threefold. Milk production from rural areas is raised from 120 liters to 3.5 lakh liters. The Trust organizes the Bimtari Fair to create earnings opportunities for rural women and artisans. After Appa Sahib, Mr. Rajendra Pawar, as chairman, is competently handling the Trust responsibilities since the year 2000. As a step-ahead movement of this 40 years journey, Agricultural Development Trust Baramati is building an ultra-modern, high-tech Krishi Vigyan Kendra for farmers in cooperation with Bharatiya Krishi Anusandhan, New Delhi. Many latest facilities for the farmers are at its core. These include research-based extension center, micro-drip irrigation, floater solar panels, water storage tanks, automatic water irrigation system, precision farming, centralized automated fertigation, soil and water testing lab, biocontrol lab, biofertilizer lab, apiary, ultra-modern dairy farm, animal husbandry and poultry. With the help of all these facilities, research available at Agricultural Research Center and agricultural universities will be directly taken to the actual farms by Trust's scientists. My belief in witnessing these landmarks came to existence within a year's time. Mr. Sharad Chandra Pawar urged to build a state-of-the-art, multifaceted auditorium to cater to the intrinsic development of more than 5,000 female students of the educational institution, developed by Appa Sahib in Shardanagar area. Mr. Vijay Shirke, Chairman and Managing Director of BG Shirke Group, realized it. To remember the valuable learnings from Appa Sahib's life journey, the creator of this educational institution in Malegaon, this structure was brought upon. It was eventually decided to name the auditorium as Appa Sahib Pawar Auditorium and be inaugurated and presented to the public by our Honorable Prime Minister, Mr. Narendra Modi. With the aid of the Bharatiya Krishi Anusandhan, Krishi Vigyan Kendra's Farmers Hostel was built, which has a wide range of amenities for farmers coming from various provinces and staying here during their trainings. With the association with Mission for Integrated Development of Horticulture, Maharashtra State Horticulture and Medicinal Plant Board, Pune's Center of Excellence for Vegetables is built at Krishi Vigyan Kendra, Malegaon Farm. On this auspicious occasion, today, on 14th February 2015, Honorable Prime Minister Mr. Narendra Modi will lay the foundation stone for the Center of Excellence for Vegetables. Immense efforts and a vision to scale newer heights are on the cards as I stand witness to these events. All the related people gathered together through the occasion of Trust. The trust has succeeded in taking the benefits of research to the farmers. Will keep on growing with time. I am sure I will witness more and more such phases of development and progress in the future.